Carnivore recap day 1. This is like 11:15 p.m. I am feeling absolutely spent. I think the lack of carbs is really getting to me. Hello and welcome to another episode of Brown Guy Does Life. And this time we're going to take on the carnivore diet. And as always, to do that, we need to go do some shopping. So what is the carnivore diet? It's an incredibly restrictive diet that includes only meat, fish, and animal byproducts like eggs and certain dairy. You're not allowed to have any kinds of greens, fruits, grains, nuts, candy, sweets, all that's off the table. Shopping for a carnivore diet's rather easy. You just pick up meat, eggs, and some butter and cheese. So some of the favorite things I like pasta, that's out. I can't have any cookies, and I definitely cannot have any candy bars. Of course, before we begin any new diet, we are going to weigh ourselves just to see what we clock in before we start this, and then we'll do a weigh-in at the end of 5 days as well to see what the effect of this diet was, and we're going to try keeping everything else as similar as possible. So it's lunchtime and we have some burger patties on the menu. We're just going to quickly grill them and toss on some cheese on top, and that's going to be what we're going to eat for lunch. So, just because it's carnivore week does not mean we're going to skip a workout. I'm here with David, and Carrie's behind the camera. We're going to go do some full routines. In case you're wondering what's with the crutch, hurt my knee playing football, or soccer as Americans call it. So going to be holding on to this for about 2 weeks. But we're still going to go. Bad knee and all. So what's your excuse? Workout's done. David's not on the carnivore diet. He killed it. Me, not so much. It's a little weird just feeling low energy because of carbs. But I think it's just a matter of getting used to it. So hopefully the coming days will go a little better as my body gets used to it. But onward to dinner now and more meat. So as you can see for dinner, we're gonna fry some bacon. Also in my hand, we have some chicken seasoned, or chicken thighs rather, seasoned with salt, pepper, a little bit of Montreal seasoning. Is that right, Tom?
Yes.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap up this chicken in the bacon that we're frying right now. Throw it in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes, and that's gonna be dinner. And we're gonna coat it with a healthy dose of cheese as well. Carnivore recap day 1. This is like 11:15 p.m. I am feeling absolutely spent. I'm normally up late either working on school stuff or grading or playing video games, but not gonna do any of that today. I think the lack of carbs is really getting to me, but hopefully tomorrow will be better. Good morning, welcome to day 2. We have some bacon on the stove, and to keep things interesting, we're gonna make some poached eggs. So it's just sausage made of turkey, beef, and pork. And you'll notice we're drinking some seltzer. Just helps it all go down faster. Also, we top this off with Romano cheese. So we're back, leaving the gym with David once again, spotting me through my various routines. And man, it works. It sucks working out on this diet, which David doesn't know anything about because he's not on it. So he was killing it. I was getting killed. But it's okay. Just gotta keep trying. And now onward to dinner. So we're back in the kitchen for lunch on day 3, and we have a chicken breast and some bacon going. It's really hard to get creative on this diet. There isn't a lot you can do. We have some butter melting in the pan. Gonna throw in some spices in there and make, I'm not exactly sure what to call this, but we're essentially going to brush this on the bacon wrapped scallops as they go into the oven. It's also worth mentioning that while this is carnivore week, we still value flavor. All our macronutrients are from food of animal origin. The spices and seasoning are purely for the purposes of flavor and making this food palatable. There are some strict carnivore diets that only allow the use of salt and pepper. Clearly, we're not doing that here. So, word of warning when attempting the carnivore diet, if you ever feel a fart coming on, I can tell you 95% of the time it's not a fart, it's a poop. And you better be ready to deal with it. Can also be rather explosive in nature, generally not pleasant. The other thing is, you're low energy, cause no carbs and all that, but the worst part is, I can't even eat a lot of the food I genuinely enjoy that involve meat. Like, I can't eat butter chicken. Like, because it uses tomatoes and cashew nuts and all that. And it's... Why am I doing this?
There's salt in there. Want to do the...
So over here, we're just fishing the beef out. So we don't think it's going to be enough food. And now we're going to throw in some more the sausage from the other day. So we are at the end of Carnivore Week. This is the last meal, and we'll celebrate tomorrow. But we're also all out of ideas, so I'm gonna do something funny with deli meat and hope it turns out well. Alright, let's see how this tastes. Who'd have thought ham and cheese was such a good combo, right? Well, Carnivore Week's over. We're celebrating with some Wendy's. I already had my sandwich, so I'm just drinking some lemonade. So you can see I have a cookie in hand, which I couldn't eat all week. We got breakfast Baconators. Less for the meat, more for just the buns.
And the
You
potatoes.
already know how I feel about buns, but yeah, the potatoes. So we did our weigh-ins this morning, and I went from 166 thereabouts to 163. Went from 211 to 203 thereabouts. So yeah, this extreme diet, I use the word extreme deliberately, it can work. It puts you in a state of ketosis really fast. It's all you're eating is proteins. Hey, Future Paul here. Just want to offer a couple of clarifications as to what was just said and what we did in this video. I want to make it abundantly clear. The only way we are losing weight is if we are expending more calories than we are taking in. It's a very simple equation. Now, there are different ways we can accomplish that. Simply exercising more, eating less portions, eating less amounts of calorie-dense foods, ketosis, so on and so forth. So, a couple of limitations with what we just did, and the researcher in me is coming out with that word, is that we never measured meal portions in terms of calories. So we don't have an accurate estimate for how much we were actually eating or what we were eating and whether that put us below maintenance. I can say that our exercise activity remained rather stable. Tom did not take on any new exercise routines. I was walking around on a crutch, so there was really no cardio on my part, and I was even moving around even less than I would normally. And the food we were eating was quite rich with the amount of butter and cheese, almost excessive amounts of butter and cheese we were consuming as well. So I stand by the statement, the diet worked in terms of inducing weight loss, but it still comes down to the fundamental equation, and I still think it's not sustainable. So what are the highs and lows, Tom?
That it's over. That would be a pretty good high. I like that high. I don't know. I mean, there were some good meals. Some of it was like tasty. Mm-hmm. Like the first meal.
The struggle is you run out of ideas of how to make food interesting with this.
Especially the eggs.
Yeah.
Kind of run out of ideas. There's only a couple ways to make eggs.
There are definitely points where it's like, I'd just eat a loaf of bread right now. Or what I wouldn't kill for some spinach or broccoli or onions in this. But this is definitely a fad diet in my book, just as you can see how we are celebrating that 5 days of it is done.
Yep.
It's not something sustainable for most people.
It's expensive.
It is expensive. We spend, $90 for
1 week.
And that's not counting the stuff we bought before.
Sure, we did already have food from before.
Yeah, we still have some stuff left, but even then, it's a lot of meat. One positive side of this, meal prep's easy. You just throw stuff on a grill with some butter and you're done. Yeah, the actual making of food did not take very long at all at any point. So, it's like one of the few scant positives. Will we do this again? Hell no.
I'm good.
But
That was a lot of work.
if you would like to see content similar to this, where we try out other fad diets, let us know in the comment section. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Until next time.
Bye.